when doing your reporting, thinking about who your audience is really important. For those of us that have worked in a myriad of different types of cases and environments, you know, doing forensic analysis in a criminal case for a prosecutor is a little bit different than doing a forensic analysis in a civil case for a litigator. The standard of evidence is different. The type of you know the type of strategy that a litigator is using is going to be quite different from a prosecutor. So depending on what that environment is, what that context is, your report could be a little bit different, right? Like I found that in civil cases, my findings and reports tend to be a lot more complex, a lot more complicated and technical, because in civil cases, sometimes really small and minute things matter, and it gives the litigator a lot of things to make arguments around. In criminal cases, a lot of times the crime is fairly black and white, so the evidence show, either has to show something happened or show that it didn't. It's pretty clear in a lot of those cases. In civil litigation, there's a lot more room for argument, a lot more room for interpretation. So the analysis can sometimes be a little bit more complex. But this is important to think about who you're reporting to, like who is your report going to be consumed by, who is it going to, and this can kind of add to the strategy of how you structure the report, add to the strategy of what specific things you might find are important to report on. For example, if you're doing something for a regulatory body, there could be certain specific standards that your report has to include. If you're working or writing a forensic report for an agency that you work for, they may have certain standards for all of their reports agency-wide that they have to include.